Hi everybody, 11 Institute welcomes you to part 8 of chapter number 3 standard 10 pair of linear equations in two variables, and we have already discussed about graphical method, substitution method, elimination method, some miscellaneous sums, some criterias of a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2. And today in this video lecture we will discuss about cross multiplication method, one of the easiest method to do, but it is lengthy, plus the chances of mistake are more, but one of the easiest method out of the four methods that we have to solve the pair of linear equations in two variable. So for cross multiplication method we are having exercise 3.5. I would like to make clear that we have completed everything up to exercise 3.4. In exercise 3.5 we have already completed question number 2, and today we will start with question number 1. Right, so what is question number 1? Let us read it out. Which of the following pairs of linear equations has unique solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions? I will not read ahead. So what we have read is, or what we have to do is, we have to find a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2, c1 upon c2, and based upon the relation that we obtain we have to tell whether the given pair has a unique solution, no solution, or has infinitely many solutions, right? Now reading further, in case there is a unique solution, find it by using cross multiplication method. So if you are having no solution, that is fine. If you are having infinitely many solutions, that is fine. But if you are having a unique solution, which means that if you get a1 upon a2 not equal to b1 upon b2, the condition for unique solution, then you have to solve further with the help of cross multiplication method, right? So there are four sub questions in question number 1, and let us see number 1. So these are the two equations given in question number 1, and before applying any formula we would first apply our shortcut. The coefficient over here is 1, and 1 multiplied by 3, right? So this is multiplied by 3, 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. If I check it over here, minus 3 multiplied by 3 is again minus 9. So a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2. This is multiplied by 3, this is also multiplied by 3. So now I will try this. Minus 3 multiplied by 3 should be minus 9, but here I am having minus 2. It means that a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2, but it is not equal to c1 upon c2. This is the condition for parallel lines, which means that these both lines do not have any unique solution because they are parallel. Now we will apply the steps. We will write the value of a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. This is quite common, you have done this many times. Then we will find the ratio of a1 upon a2, which is 1 by 3. b1 upon b2, again we get 1 by 3 after cancellation, and c1 upon c2 is 3 upon 2. You can clearly see a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2, but it is not equal to c1 upon c2. Hence the given lines are parallel and they do not have a unique solution. Now if they don't have a unique solution, I cannot solve them, right? Now we will see question number 3 first. Sir, where is question number 2? It will come, my dear. Right, let us first see question number 3. This is the first equation, this is the second equation, right? So again, before applying any formula we would tally it orally. I see 3 and 6 over here, so 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, minus 5 multiplied by 2 is minus 10, and minus 20 again multiplied by 2 is minus 40. So I can clearly see equation number 1 has been multiplied with 2, right? 3 2s are 6, minus 5 2s are minus 10, minus 20 2s are minus 40. What does it suggest? It suggests that a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, which is the condition for coincident lines. And coincident lines, as we know, they have infinite solutions. They do not have any unique or specific solution. So now we will simply apply the formula. We will write the value of a1, b1 and c1, a2, b2 and c2, which is quite clear. You have done it many times. a1 3, b1 minus 5, c1 is minus 20, and in the same way we get a2, b2 and c2. Now we will find the ratios. 3 upon 6 is 1 by 2. Again minus 5 upon minus 10 is 1 by 2. Again minus 20 upon minus 40 is 1 upon 2. So what we get is a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. Hence the given lines are coincident and they have infinitely many solutions. If they have infinitely many solutions, there is no chance that I can find a unique solution. Alright. Now we will see number 2. Obviously, now you will be having the idea why I have taken number 2 behind, because number 2 will be having a unique solution. Right, so out of the 4 equations, 1 and 3 do not have any unique solution, so we are not solving them further. Now we will see number 2. Let us see both the equations. Right, from 2 I get 3. This is multiplication with 1.5, and if I multiply 1 with 1.5, the answer should be something else, but I have over here 2, which means that a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. Still, we will first apply the formula. Right, so we write the value of a1, b1 and c1. You can see a1 is 2, b1 is plus 1, c1 is minus 5. Second equation, a2 is 3, b2 is 2, and c2 is minus 8. Right, now we will apply the ratios. So first ratio is a1 upon a2, we get 2 upon 3. Right, second ratio is b1 upon b2, we get 1 upon 2. Now I can clearly see these both are not equal. If these both are not equal, then there is no point of taking the ratio of c1 upon c2. Right, so we can clearly write a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, and hence I can say that they intersect and they have a unique solution. Now when they have a unique solution, I have to solve it by cross multiplication method. So my dear friends, please listen very carefully. Take your CW. First write the main question, the heading of question number 1. Then write sub question 1, sub question 3, sub question 2. But sub question 2 is not yet finished. The solution of the same is in the next screen. So write this one, write this one, write this one also, but don't end it. We have to solve it by cross multiplication method. Right, so I request you to please pause the video and first of all write this much. Alright, so I hope you have written up till here, and now the remaining part we see over here. Right, we have to solve this by cross multiplication method, this one. Right, so now let us see the solution. So as usual, in substitution method also we used to write both the equations. In elimination method also we used to write both the equations. In cross multiplication method also we will first write both the equations over here. Right, the first equation and the second equation. Make sure that the variable x, the variable y and the constants pile up over each other. Right, you write 2x over here and then you write 3x over here. Please keep your work quite neat. It will help avoiding mistakes in examination. Right, second thing, in this method you have to be very specific about the sign, about the signs of coefficient. Right, one small mistake, the answers will be wrong, and another problem is you will not be able to easily find where you have gone wrong. You have to repeat the entire sum again if you go wrong. Right, so please take care and listen very carefully. Right, I have given beautiful animation effects for better understanding. Right, and please listen each and every word carefully. Please, my dear friends, please have a comparison. These are not just normal videos that we are making. Right, each and every animation is made or is delivered to hit your brain. Right, that the thing should be clearly inscribed in your brain that yes, this works like this, and this is very tough, believe me. Right, the animation, right, the sum is very easy. Sure, so let us now see what we have to do. Right, I have drawn a line here for just for separation, just for some neat work. Right, the first thing that you have to do is write this much. Right, write this much. What do they denote? See, x first term, then second term is y, and last we have constant. So instead of constant we are writing 1. Sir, why we have to write this? Definitely this will be your question. You will understand this at last. We are just creating equal ratios over here with the help of cross multiplication. So just digest the thing for now. You have to write the first step like this: x, leave some space, is equal to, leave some space, y, leave some space, again is equal to, and again 1. Just write as it is given on the screen over here. Then you have to draw this line. right? So this part has now become your numerator, right? This is now we have to write something in the denominator for all three ratios. I hope this much is clear. I will repeat it once again, right? First of all, write like this: x, y, and 1. Then draw a line for creating the fraction. And now, my dear friends, the most important step on which the entire cross multiplication is based will be displayed on the screen. Please pay attention. The method is only of two steps. Is of only two steps. Right? Two steps are correct. Answer is yours. And yes, if you feel comfortable, one thing is for sure, you do not have to use any brain over here. You just have to perform some mechanical or some normal manual calculations. You do not have to think whether I have to multiply or I have to divide by certain number or I have to substitute. No, you just have to follow some basic rules, right? So we have three players over here: x, y, and 1. Three players, right? And the first player that we have is x. So again, we will compare it over here. This is the first player x, this is the second player y, and this is the third player constant. What we do is we will hide each and every one of them one after another. For example, let us hide the x. You can see a finger is coming over here. Just hide this x with your finger. When you do the sum at home, please repeat the same thing. Just hide the x with finger. Nothing to laugh about it, right? Just hide the x with finger. Now when you press the x will dance, right? You have pressed me. I am under a heavy burden. This x is dancing out of pain, right? Why? Because you have kept a finger on it. Now when you keep a finger on x, what are you left with? You are left with 4 numbers over here, right? You are left with 4 numbers over here. What you have to do, you have to just copy the coefficients of this 4 number and place them over here, right? Now instead of merely writing them over here, I have created some animations which will help you understand in a better way. So first, let us tell this x, my dear x, please stop dancing. We are bringing something for you, right? So when you hide x over here, right, the first turn is of x, it has been hidden, and when x is hidden, you can see the coefficients of y and you can see the coefficients of constant term. You just have to copy them as it is in the same format over here like this. So first term, what is the coefficient of y? Plus 1. You can see 1 over here. Now this one you have to take from here to here. See, I hope you enjoyed this. Now what is below this? Below this I have 2. So I will copy the 2 from here and I will bring the 2 also below 1. Right? See, here it was 1, here it was 2. 2 was below 1. 1 and 2. So again we have written over here 1 and 2 just above one another. Now what we are left with is minus 5 and minus 8. So we will copy minus 5 from here and we will bring it here. Right? And we will copy minus 8 from here and we will bring minus 8 below minus 5. I hope this is clear. I will repeat everything once again. You are having 3 players: x, constant, y. The first player that you select is x. So we place a finger on x. You can see on the screen we have placed a finger on x. Right? When you place finger on x, you have to write something below this x which is dancing over here. What you will write? What is remaining on the screen? What is remaining on the screen? The coefficients of y and the coefficients of constant. Only coefficients. You do not have to write any variable. So in the first equation, what is the coefficient of y? Plus 1. Right? These both. So we will copy the 1 from over here and place it below x. Then we will copy the 2 and we will place it below 2 as it is. Right? The way in which 1 and 2 are arranged over here, in the same way we have to arrange over here. Right? Then what we are left with? Minus 5. So I will copy minus 5 and it will come over here. Then I will copy minus 8 and that will also come over here. Fine, so you can see 1, and on the right side of 1 we have minus 5. So 1, and on the right side of it we have minus 5. Then 2, and on the right side of it we have minus 8. Sir, what we have to do with these numbers? Please wait. First we have to fill these spaces also. Still the chance of x has not finished. હજી x નો વારો પૂરો નથી થયો ભાઈ. કેવી મજા આવી ને, આમ ગુજરાતી સાંભળીને મજા જ આવે ભાઈ. બરાબર ને, આમ લાગે એમ તો ના આપણે ઘરે બેઠા છીએ, આ હા 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 ગુજરાતી સાંભળવા મળ્યું. આમ જાઓ ને આમ બહાર ક્યાંક ફરવા, ફોરેન બોરેન જે હોય ને, આમ તમારા ભાઈઓ બહેનો મિત્રોને પૂછજો આમ ત્યાં આમ મસ્ત મજાના આમ ફોરેન બોરેનમાં રખડતો હોય, બધા ઇંગ્લિશ સાંભળતો હોય ને વચ્ચે આમ ગુજરાતી સાંભળવા મળ્યું તો આમ મન થનગનાટ કરે. બરાબર ને, ગુજરાતનો પ્રેમ છે દોસ્ત, ગુજરાતી ભાષાની મીઠાશ છે. Still we will continue in English because we are studying in an English medium school. Right? So yet the chance of x has not been finished. You have to take care, and this is the only place where students make mistake, my friends. Yet the chance of x is not over. What you have to do, the number that you have copied over here at the last, minus 5 and minus 8, you have to copy them again. See, you can see this is blinking, right? You have to copy them again, right? And you have to place them over here. I hope you got this. The number that you copied at last, this minus 5 and minus 8, you have to copy them again and you have to place it below y like this. Even I also feel good while explaining like this. How beautiful it is. Sure, so minus 5 and minus 8, now the chance of x is over. Now the chance of x is over. So we will remove all this, right? Everything is gone. Chance of x is over. Now what comes after x? Y. After x, what comes is y. So what we will do now is we will place our finger on y. Now when I place my finger on y, what is visible to me is x and the constant, or more specifically if I talk about coefficients, 2, 3, minus 5 and minus 8. Now minus 5 and minus 8 are already written over here, right? Minus 5 and minus 8 are already written over here. So what are you left with? You are left with 2 and 3. You are left with 2 and 3. So we will just copy this 2 and 3 over here. Now a few of you might be having doubt. Sir, you told we have to write as it is. Yes, that is for the first one. For the second one, you have already copied minus 5 and minus 8 over here. So minus 5 and minus 8 are now not available to me. Right? This y has started dancing because of the finger. Then, and to this y, we will gift this 2h, 3h and minus 5, minus 8. But minus 5, minus 8 is already present over here. So what we have to do is we have to copy this 2 and 3 and we have to write them over here. So we will copy 2 and 3, right? You can see they are copied and we will place them over here. Fine. I hope you don't have any doubts. Now the all places of y are filled, so we don't require this. But yet the chance of y is not over. See students, please don't make this mistake. The chance of y is not yet over. The way in which we copied both of these and placed them over here, in the same way we have to copy this 2 and 3 and we have to place them over here. So we will copy this 2 and 3. You can see they are getting highlighted. They are blinking over here. Right, so I will copy this 2 and 3 and I will place them over here. Fine. Now the chance of y is over. So we will remove all this. So chance of x is over. Chance of y is over. Now this is the chance of constant term. So we will place our finger on the constant terms. So what we are left, but when you place finger on constant term, this constant term will start dancing. Do something for me. Right, so we will do something for it. What we are left with is these numbers. But as you can see, the 2 and 3 are already present over here. 2 and 3 are already present over here. So what we are left with it is 1 and 2. So we will copy 1 from here and we will place it over here, and we will copy 2 from over here and we will place it over here. Very simple, very easy, right? I hope you get this. In case you haven't understood it, please rewind the video for 60 to 90 seconds and again watch this. Repeatedly watch this. You will get it. So now this is the first step of cross multiplication. I have taken enough time for explanation, but once you get this, while solving, you will not waste this much time. Right, so I hope this is clear. I shall explain it once again. Better than rewinding the video, I shall explain this once again with a bit of speed in a fast manner. Right, so first step, just write x is equal to y is equal to 1. Create denominators like this for fraction. Now first term is of x. So place finger on x. What we are left with is 1, 2, minus 5 and 8, the coefficients. So we will copy them as it is. Right, see x is dancing. So we have to feed it, and we will feed it by this number. So 1 will be copied, 2 will be copied, minus 5 and then minus 8. But yet the chance of x is not over. This is the most important step. You have to copy this minus 5 and minus 8 over here also. So we will copy them. You can see they are blinking, and we will paste them over here. Now the chance of x is over, so we will remove all this. Now this is the chance of y, so we will place our finger on y. We can see we are left with 4 numbers, 2, 3, minus 5 and minus 8. But minus 5 and minus 8 are already written over here. Right, minus 5 and minus 8 are already written over here. So now what we are left with is 2 and 3. So we will copy 2 and 3 from here, you can see, and we will place them besides minus 5 and minus 8 like this. Yet the chance of y is not over. We will copy this 2 and 3 again, and we will place them below 1 on the right side like this. Right, now chance of y is over and chance of the constant term comes. So we will place our finger on the constant term, so it will start dancing. What we are left with is these 4 terms, 2, 3, 1 and 2. You can see 2 and 3 are already written over here. So what we are left with is 1 and 2. So we will copy 1 and place it over here. We will copy 2 and place it over here like this. First step is clear, right? Now we will move to the second step. For clarification or for clarity, I am drawing a simple line, and again I will write x, y and 1. I will draw this line. Now the cross multiplication begins, but before that, my dear friends, before performing any type of calculation, we have to put the minus sign in between. Please note this, my friend. Don't deviate from this method. આનાથી જુદું કંઈ પણ કરવા ન બેસતા. હંમેશા પહેલા વચ્ચે માઇનસ લખજો. આ માઇનસ વચ્ચે લખવાની ટેવ નહીં પાડો તો એક્ઝામમાં ક્યાંક ને ક્યાંક તો એકવાર ભૂલ પડશે જ. અને ભૂલ પડી ગયા પછી માર્ક્સ હાથમાં આવશે ને પછી મારું મોઢું તમને દેખાશે, જે તમને જોવું બહુ ગમતું નથી. યા આઈ નો ધેટ. ફાઇન. શાહરુખ ખાન, અમિતાભ બચ્ચન, દિલીપ કુમાર, હેન્ડસમ માણસ જેવું મોઢું માણસ જોવે. આપણા કંઈ રાખ્યું નથી. Done. So please don't forget this. After writing this x, y and 1 in the second step, you have to compulsorily write minus in between. You have to compulsorily write minus in between. Sure, આ ન ભૂલાય, યાદ રાખજો. Now what we have to do? We have to do multiplication. Right, so we come over here to the first term and we will multiply like this. 1 into minus 8. Please make it clear. Always start with the number that is over here. Right, અહીંયાથી જ ચાલુ કરવાનું, લેફ્ટ ટુ રાઈટ, નીચે ક્રોસ. સમજાય છે? ક્રોસ મલ્ટીપ્લિકેશન મેથડનું નામ સમજજો. 1 into minus 8. મલ્ટીપ્લાય કરીને આન્સર નથી લખવું, 1 into minus 8 જ અહીંયા લખવાનું. ભલે એક સ્ટેપ વધારે થાય, પોસાય છે, બટ આન્સર ખોટો હોવો જોઈએ નહીં. આ એક ક્રોસ મલ્ટીપ્લિકેશન થઈ ગયું. હવે વધ્યું શું આના સિવાયનું? 2 અને minus 5. What we are left with it is 2 and minus 5. So we will multiply 2 and minus 5 also. Right? we will multiply 2 and minus 5. So we will write 2 into minus 5. બધું વ્યવસ્થિત બ્રેકેટમાં કામ કરવાનું, બધું ટીપ ટોપ. Sure? આ ભાઈની વાર્તા પૂરી થઈ ગઈ. Same thing we have to do over here. We will start with the number that is present over here. So minus 5 into 3. Right? Same thing. And we will just write in brackets minus 5 multiplied by 3. Now what we are left with is minus 8 and 2. So we will multiply minus 8 and 2. I hope this is clear to you. We will multiply minus 8 and 2. So we will write it over here. Right? Now coming over here, again the first term is 2 and we will cross multiply with the other 2 that is over here. So we will multiply these both numbers. 2 into 2. We know it is 4, but still we will write 2 into 2 only. And the other two numbers that are left over here are 3 and 1. So we will multiply 3 and 1. I hope this is fine. So 3 into 1. Clear? Now can you understand the importance of this minus that we have previously put over here? To avoid confusion, you can see minus over here also. Then minus minus plus. Sometimes you forget to write this minus, sometimes you forget to write this minus. Right? In order to avoid this confusion, we first write a minus over here. મસ્ત આમ વાટું minus કરવાનું જોરદાર bold, such that આમ બે પાર્ટ દેખાય, આ અલગ દેખાય ને આ અલગ દેખાય, તો શું ભૂલ ન થાય. Now it is simple calculation. Again I will draw a line. I will write x, y and 1. I will draw these lines also. Right? Again I will put minus in between. Again શું લખી દેવાનું, બધાની વચ્ચે minus. Now just solve this. Minus 8 into 1 is minus 8. But bracket જ રાખવાનો, હજી bracket open કરવાનું નથી. In the same way minus 5 into 2 is minus 10, but in brackets only. Sure? Then over here minus 5 into 3 is minus 15 and minus 8 into 2 is minus 16. સર આ માઇનસ નું શું થશે? બેટા એની સાથે કોઈ લેવા દેવા નથી અત્યારે. જેટલું કહેવામાં આવે એટલું જ કરવાનું. સાયકલ ચલાવવાની ઉંમરમાં ગાડી ચલાવવાની ડિમાન્ડ નહીં કરવાની. રાઈટ? minus 8 into 2 is minus 16. આનું થશે એ બધું થઈ જશે, चिंता ન કરતા. ન થતો હોય તો તમે ડાઉટ ઉભો કરો, એવું કામ નહીં કરવાનું. Right? Minus 8 into 2 is minus 16. But in brackets. 2 2s are 4. Positive number છે તો બી bracket. 3 1s are 3. આ મસ્ત sophisticated કામ લાગે. Done? Again we will draw a line and now we will open all the brackets. આનાથી શું થશે ભાઈ? એક સ્ટેપ આપણે નોર્મલી વધુ થશે બીજા લોકો કરતા, બટ આમ આપણા સ્ટેપમાં યુનિફોર્મિટી દેખાશે. ભાઈ અહીંયા બધા નંબર મલ્ટીપ્લાય થઈ રહ્યા છે, બધામાં બ્રેકેટ છે, તો મલ્ટીપ્લિકેશનમાં બ્રેકેટ હોવાથી કોઈ પણ મિસ્ટેક નહીં થાય. મલ્ટીપ્લાય કર્યા પછી બધા નંબર બ્રેકેટમાં રહ્યા છે. ભાઈ અહીંયા સિમ્પ્લિફિકેશનના ટાઈમે કોઈ કન્ફ્યુઝન ન થાય. Why we are having one step more? In order to avoid confusion and in order to be sure that we get the perfect answer without any mistake. Now we will open the brackets. તો minus 8 એમને રહેશે આવડું. પહેલા તો hy1 આ લાઈન, minus 8 will remain as it is. Now here minus minus plus. Right? આ પહેલાથી ન લખતા, ભલે અહીંયા આવી ગયું છે એનિમેશનમાં. Done? Minus minus plus and now we will write 10. Minus 15 as it is. Again minus minus plus. So we have written plus and we will write over here 16. Sir અહીંયા plus લખ્યું તો આ 16 નો minus ક્યાં ગયો? બેટા minus minus માં plus થયો ને, એમાં તો 16 નો minus ગયો. સમજાય છે? અને અહીંયા તો 4 is 4 and 3 is 3 because both of them are positive terms. So I hope this is clear to you. Right? મસ્ત આમ આપણી સ્ક્રીન ઉપર રેનબો જેવા મસ્ત ડિફરન્ટ કલર્સ દેખાય છે. I request you to please pause the video and first write this much. In case you don't want to pause the video, the answer is not yet over. We have to write something. As the space over here is not left, I have written it on the next screen. So I request you to please pause the video and we shall then move ahead. Alright, I hope you have written this. Now, before going to the next screen, let us solve this. 10 minus 8 is 2. 16 minus 15 is 1 and 4 minus 3 is also 1. So after this, again we will write x, y and 1 upon, and we will write 10 minus 8 is 2, 16 minus 15 is 1 and 4 minus 3 is also 1. Right? Now if you cannot solve this further, all the addition subtractions have been done, and you clearly have three ratios. Again, simply the value of first one is equal to third one, second one is also equal to third one, first one is also equal to first one is equal to third one, second one is third one, first one and second one are also same. But what we have to do is we have to always take for cross multiplication, right? Don't confuse this with the previous video lecture. For cross multiplication method, you have to take the first and third. You have to take the variable x ratio and the ratio of constant terms, the first and third. So we will write x upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 1. Now this is quite simple. This 2 will go in the numerator. So 2 ones are 2 and 2 upon 1 is 2. So we get the answer of x is equal to 2. Then we will compare the second and third, the term with y and the constant term. Quite simple. So y upon 1 is equal to 1 upon 1. Right? Y upon 1 is equal to 1 upon 1. And this 1 goes over the other side. So 1 into 1 upon 1 is again 1. So this is our solution. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. I hope you liked this method. This is a very simple method of just 4 steps and you have the answer. But you have to take care of the signs. You have to take care of the multiplications. One wrong multiplication and the answer is wrong. Please pause the video and write this down. Please pause the video and write this down. Once you finish writing this, we will now see number 4. Right? Sub question 4 of main question number 1. Right? Sorry, I have forgot to write main question number 1 over here. These are the two equations. First of all, we have to check whether they have a unique solution or not. So we will write a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. We will take the ratios. So a1 upon a2 we get 1 upon 3. b1 upon b2 we get minus 3 upon minus 3, which is 1. So clearly a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. Hence we have a unique solution. So I am not wasting time in explaining this. You very well know this. In case you want to study this, please pause the video and just look at the steps. You will get to know that a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, and hence we can have a unique solution. So now we will obtain the answer for this by cross multiplication method. And very sorry friends, I am not able to repeat all the animations again and again because they take much time. So first step we have to write is x, y and 1 like this. X is equal to y is equal to 1, these lines, right? And what you have to do is you have to keep a finger on x. So you have to forget all this, right? So what you are left with is minus 3, minus 3, minus 7, minus 15, which we have copied over here. You can see minus 3, minus 3, minus 7, minus 15. And what you write over here, minus 7, minus 15, that you have to write over here also. Minus 7 and minus 15. I hope this is clear. Then what you have to do, you have to place your finger on y. So we will place our finger on this. So what is left is 1, 3, minus 7, minus 15. But already minus 7, minus 15 is written. So we will write 1 and 3 over here. What we write over here, we have to copy it over here also. So 1, 3 is written over here and written over here also. The chance of y is now over. Fine. And now this is the chance of constant term. So we will place a finger on this. We will hide this. So what we are left with is 1, 3, minus 3, minus 3. But 1 and 3 are already written over here. So we will write minus 3 and minus 3 over here. So first step is clear. Now simply again x, y and 1. But in this step, first place this minus, my dear friends. First you have to write this minus. Right? So x, y and 1 minus exactly at the center, and now you will start with this number. You will multiply minus 3 with minus 15 in brackets. This minus is already there, and then you will multiply minus 3 with minus 7, but you will keep the brackets as it is. Moving ahead, minus 7 into 3, you can see over here, minus 15 into 1. Right? Again moving ahead, 1 into minus 3 and 3 into minus 3. right? So if you write this minus previously, you don't have to worry about everything else. You have to just multiply them. Now again x, y and 1, the center minus is as it is. You are multiplying this minus 15 into minus 3, so minus minus plus, 15 3s are 45, but you will write in brackets. Again minus 3 into minus 7 plus 21, minus minus plus, but you will write it in brackets. Minus 7 into 3 plus minus minus, 7 3s are 21, minus 15 into 1 is minus 15, which you have written in bracket. I hope you understand the importance of bracket, right, in order to avoid any confusion. Again minus 3 into 1 is minus 3, and 3 into minus 3 is minus 9. Now we will open the bracket, so there will be no change over here. 45 minus 21, minus 21 as it is, but here minus minus plus. You have to take care of this. Again minus 3 is as it is, but minus minus plus 9. Now you have to solve this. 45 minus 21, x upon 24, minus 21 plus 15 is minus 6, 9 minus 3 is 6, right? Now what we have to do, you have to compare the first and third, and then we will compare the second and third, so we'll get the answer of x and y. But before that, I request you to please write this much. Please pause the video and write this much down. Alright? Once you have written this, we will now move further, which is quite easy. Right, x upon 24 will be equal to 1 upon 6. The first is equal to last. The 24 in the denominator will go to the numerator, so 24 ones are 24, and 24 upon 6 is 4. Same thing we will do for y. Y upon minus 6 is 1 upon 6. Minus 6 will go over here. 6 cancel, so we get y is equal to minus 1. So our solution is x is equal to 4 and y is equal to minus 1. See, this is very easy method, right? So in exam, if they specify solve the following pair of equations by cross multiplication method, then you have to compulsorily do it by cross multiplication method only. Yeah, if it is written generally solve the pair of linear equations, then you can use any method. You can use substitution, elimination, or cross multiplication. That is your personal choice. Alright, so now we have homework. All the sums that we have done today 2 times in rough book. Right, 2 times in rough book. We have done 4 sums today. 2 of them didn't have any solution, 2 had solution, but you have to do all of them 2 times in rough book. Apart from that, there is some extra work. These 4 sums previously you have done by elimination method. I request you to please write them, and you have to do 1 time in rough book by cross multiplication method. Please make it very clear. These 4 sums you have to do in rough book, but compulsorily by cross multiplication method, so that you feel that cross multiplication is easy. You get apt with it, or you get comfortable with it. સમજાય છે ભાઈ? આ તમે ઓલરેડી કરેલું છે એલિમિનેશન મેથડ ની અંદર એક્સરસાઇઝ 3.4 માં. તમારે આ પાછું કરવાનું છે ક્યાં? રફ બુક માં. બટ કઈ મેથડ થી? કમ્પલસરીલી બાય ક્રોસ મલ્ટીપ્લિકેશન. તો રફ બુક માં એક તો આ હોમવર્ક થઈ ગયું. આજના બધા સમ 2 times. Apart from that, આ 4 સમ જે સ્ક્રીન ઉપર દેખાય છે એને લખી નાખો પ્લીઝ. You have to do them by cross multiplication method again in rough book. And this sum you have to do in CW. Exercise 3.5 मतलब આજની exercise. Question number 2 we finished in the previous video lecture. Question number 1 we finished today, right, in today's video lecture. And question number 3 you have to try in CW. Solve the following pair of linear equation by substitution નથી કરવું, બહુ કરી લીધું. Directly do by cross multiplication method. So you have to solve this by cross multiplication method in CW. I hope the homework is clear, and homework ફરજિયાત કરવાનું છે. ડન? જે પેરેન્ટ્સ મને અમુક પેરેન્ટ્સ મને કહેતા હોય છે સર તમે સેજ ધ્યાન આપજો ને, આજે તમારો વારો છે ભાઈ, તમે સેજ ધ્યાન આપજો, હોમવર્ક કરાવજો બરાબર. અને છોકરાઓ તમારે પેરેન્ટ્સને હેરાન નથી કરવાના, એને કહેવાનો મોકો જ ન મળવો જોઈએ તો સર તમે ધ્યાન રાખો. તમારે પોતાનું ધ્યાન રાખવાનું છે. જો તમને એમ લાગતું હોય તો મોટા થઈ ગયા છો, તો તમને હજી એમ લાગતું હોય તો તમે બાબલા છો, તે બેબલી છો, મસ્ત 6, 6.5, 7 વર્ષની ઉંમર, મમ્મી પપ્પા લોલીપોપ લઈ આવીને દે, લે બેટા, આખો દી આપણે લોલીપોપ લઈને આટા મારતા હોય, તમને એવું લાગતું હોય તમે હજી મોટા નથી થયા તો તમે કોકને હેરાન કરો તો બરાબર છે. મને લાગે છે લગભગ તમારામાંથી બધા મોટા થઈ ગયા છે, તો કોઈ ટાઈપની આવી પ્રોબ્લેમ આવવી જોઈએ નહીં. હા, છતાં કોઈ બાળક બુદ્ધિ રહી ગયું હોય તો બને, અપવાદ હોય. હવે તમારે વિચારવાનું છે કે તમે મોટા છો કે નાના છો. એ ડિસિઝન મેં તમારી ઉપર મૂકેલો છે, વેધર યુ આર મેચ્યોર ઓર યુ આર ઇમેચ્યોર. સમજી ગયા સમજવા વાળા? સરસ. સો ટુ બી વેરી ક્લિયર, everything 2 times in rough book, these 4 sums again in rough book by cross multiplication method, and this one sum right by cross multiplication method in your CW. Thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you liked all the animations. If you really liked it, please message me. Fine. And we will again meet in the next video, and we will continue to solve the problems of exercise 3.5. Till then, take very good care of yourselves. Goodbye.